Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm Rodimus2099. We are at 130 subscribers, thank you all so much. So, why not do another Q&A? We're at Q&A part 9. So many left to go. I really enjoy doing these, since you guys give me like 6 questions, I like that. Because if I had like 25 questions, I'd just run through them, because I wouldn't want to have a 45-minute video. I wouldn't be in depth. So anyway, our first question is by Minecraft XT, thoughts on gamers? I'm assuming that you mean like YouTube gamers or streamers. I love them. I love them. I love watching Markiplier is one of my favorites. Jacksepticeye is my favorite. I love Degenerate Plays. I love him. He's funny. They kind of like chill gamers, I don't like the ninjas, who are doing like challenges, or LEA who's really loud, I like someone who's a little chill, who makes the game feel fun, you know. So yeah, that's my thoughts. If you mean like games, because spell check, if you don't know, I hate so much. I hate that it was invented, because I always end up typing something and then it's like conifer, and then people are like, "What would you just type?" And I'm like, "I don't know." You know. But I do love I can't wait to do a video on the Avengers game. I'm not done with it yet, but once I am, trust me, video coming out on that. I definitely want to do a bunch of videos on the Spider-Man and Arkham games. So those are ones that are coming down to pipeline. Um, that Marvel kid, are you old enough to go to college? Nope, not yet. 2 more years though. No, wait. Yeah, technically, yeah. Sorry, I get so lost with time. Time is the most confusing thing in the world. TJ Productions asks, "What's your favorite TV show?" Okay, hmm. I love The Office, but I've seen it too many times where it's like, you know what? I can't watch it again. Same with Parks and Rec, even though I love it. I love Conan O'Brien's talk show. It's really funny. But my favorite right now, and this will subject to change, is okay. Two of my favorites right now are show West Wing, which is all about um it's all about the West Wing, which is aka the White House. So it has the president, and his chief of staff, his vice president's just in it like 2 times, and all about his administration. And it's a really good blend of characters because they kind of make it like a comedy, but not really. So it works fantastically. And I love Cheers and Frasier, but my favorite show right now that I've been binge watching, it's on Netflix. It is adult. It's called Kim's Convenience. It's hilarious. They do a great job. I'm very much an advocate for representation in our media, and that is the biggest thing that I can say that represents a culture of Toronto. And I love Toronto, Canada. It's my favorite part, because it's not like most other places. You go to New York and you expect a lot of New Yorkers, and in Toronto you get such a blend of cultures, and it's just amazing. It's amazing. Anyway, that's my favorite show, Kim's Convenience. Hey brother asks, dream job. What's my dream job? I want to be a director. 100% director slash actor. I'd always be a director slash actor. Always be that. I've always wanted to, since I was a kid, be a voice actor and just do like Spider-Man and Transformers, and now I'm kind of doing that, but I'm not making money, so it's not really a job. I would want to make toys. I would want to make toys. Also, bank robber. That seems like a really cool and stable job. Um, Toasted Boy asks, could you do a full setup tour of the making of your stop motions, like behind the scenes and preparing? I totally want to do that. I'm not sure if I want to do a stop motion that I'm going to release on its own, like like the Legion stop motion. That is the bane of my life right now. That is taking so long, because that one is going to be really interesting. Stay tuned for that one. That might be my favorite stop motion yet. It is going to be a game, basically. You're going to have two options. One will be, do you want to leave the building or stay in the building? And then if you stay in the building, you have to choose if you want to go attack someone or not attack someone, and then you get an ending. So there will be like 6 or so endings. Which one will be true? I'll say that later, but it will be fun because you get to pick. And so That will be that will be the cool one. So you kind of take how the character goes and how he expands, and so I could do one of those, like my Suicide Squad kill versus the Justice League movie that's coming out. The Suicide Squad kills the Justice League, even though, spoiler alert, they don't kill anyone because why am I gonna kill off a whole league? Not yet, at least, not yet. But I am doing that. Or if I would do a like little story about like Sunfire or something that I've always wanted to do, and him in Japan, training with his brother Silver Samurai, or one on T'Challa, becoming king of Wakanda and kind of the problems that he has with having the throne and how he's kind of affected because he believed that Eric Killmonger had good ideas, but he couldn't but he knew that they were wrong. Like he had good ideas, but he knew that they were wrong, and he doesn't know what to. I want to do one of those, so maybe I'll do something for that, or my upcoming Star Wars stop motion that's taking a lot out of me, where it's kind of like it's a meeting of a bunch of characters that I love, the Mandalorian, which this is a different timeline. Um, Luke Skywalker, Leia, that will be after Empire, and then Stormtrooper Commander, who they kind of just butt heads and they're trapped on Hoth and they don't know what to do. So yeah, that's one that I'm making. So I might do one for all of those or for none of them, but I'm probably gonna do one for one of those. My first one might be like oh, how do I do stop motions? Not behind the scenes where I'm like writing out the script, and it will just be kind of showing you the process more or less. So, and mainly the preparation is the big thing, because I find that if you love making stop motions and you want to make them, but you just get so sick of it because it takes too long, preparation is the key. I've been doing this for 4 years. Preparation is the number one thing you need to have on the go. Have all your figures in a bin that you're using that day. Have all the props that you're going to need in a bin. Have all of the buildings, cardboard cutouts, anything you need for the extra side on the ready. And also have a show going on. You need something to distract you. Anyway, I'll do one of those. Toasted Boy also asked a really good question. How has 2020 affected your life so far? It really has. You can't say that it hasn't. I live in Michigan where we are going into another lockdown, which is good. Just know these lockdowns aren't to annoy you. They're supposed to help prevent people from dying. So I'm kind of all for that. I definitely have not been loving it. I'm not going to school. Movie theaters aren't open, and if you don't know, I'm a big fan of movie theaters because that's the industry that I want to go into, and to see those dying is kind of annoying and scary to see. Restaurants, I've always wanted to be a cook, and I had a plan to shoot a video with my uncle, and he owns a restaurant, and that might not happen anymore, even though I was really excited for that. I was going to show what it's like to be a chef for a day, what's their favorite recipe, and then what's their second favorite recipe, kind of like an entree, and then a dessert that they really like. I was going to do that, but most likely that won't be for a while, and that sucks. Along with, I'm not seeing most of my family. That really sucks. I don't know when the last time was that I saw my grandma, and I'm really sad about that because I love her. I have to do Zoom dates with my sister who's in Pittsburgh right now, and I don't know if she's coming for Thanksgiving. I don't know if she's coming for Christmas. I hope she is. Her boyfriend, who I love, he's not coming for Christmas, I don't think, anymore, which he was supposed to because his family doesn't celebrate it. So he was like, oh, this is a perfect time because we were going to binge The Mandalorian. Now he might not come for even Thanksgiving. So it's a big stinking mess of a thing. Along with, I haven't seen so many of my friends, and I'm slowly going insane. But I was always going insane, so I don't know which is better or worse. But yeah, 2020 has just been a real suck. Real suck. Now let's talk about the election. Marvel DC fandom asks, what do you think about the election? I am happy about it. Is it going smooth? No, it's because one person's not making it smooth. Listen, I want to do a whole video on this, but I'm probably not going to, on voter fraud. Voter fraud is a thing that just doesn't happen. It is so hard because here's how writing a ballot goes. The ballot is printed on a specific sheet of paper. That paper is known to the U.S. government. So maybe they're doing double stock 20, they're doing some type of weird ass paper where if you try to fake a ballot, they'd instantly tell, oh, this is printer paper. Nope, they throw it out. They won't even let ballots that aren't on the right paper come in. That's why your ballot needs to be mailed to you. Yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? Along with you need your signature in it, where I know one time my dad, I believe, he broke his right arm, dominant hand, so he had to write with his left one, and they totally didn't count his vote, and he realized that, and he was quite upset because his signature didn't match. They also have correlating numbers. There's just no way. And in the last 20 years, think about that. That was back in 2000. Wow. There's only 143 cases of voter fraud. Now I know what you're thinking. What if one of those cases could be a million? No, they take case by case basis, being, was a Democrat allowed in the area of it? Was a Republican allowed in the area of it? That's a case. Was someone allowed to watch the votes being counted? Was someone unfaithfully voting in the Electoral College, which means when you vote for a candidate that you like, not who everyone is telling you to vote for, that's been the cases. So I find that the election is done. It's done. Joe Biden won. I'm happy about that. Joe Biden, to me, isn't the best candidate. I don't think Trump was even close to being a decent candidate. But really, it's hard to find good candidates these days because morals are changing by the second. Joe seemed terrible back in, December. I remember everyone hated him. And in March, we were like, oh, Joe might not be that bad. And now we're like, Joe's the best. It's a thing that will change because your priorities always change. So I find it stupid that Trump is trying to say, I won. I'm not leaving the White House. If you concede now, guess what? Yeah, we won't have problems. Because you're gonna have problems. A lot of them. Mainly because, you know how Secret Servicemen live with you for the rest of your life if you're president? They'll assign you a couple agents just because you're still technically a president of the United States and still need security. The problem is, if he's not conceding, they can take that away from him because they think that he's purposely trying to incite rage and fear, being a terrorist, inciting terror by not conceding, so they can take away his Secret Service. And if you don't know, that's not a good thing. You don't want to not have a Secret Serviceman when you're as hated as he is. So yeah, I think this is just getting out of hand. Trump, if you're watching this, hey, thank you. Concede. It's easy. Just fucking do it. Just say it. Alright, that's it. Hate to get into politics, but I had to because my opinions do matter. If you hate them, I don't know what to tell you. Quote from the best guy in the world, Leo Legendary. Anyway, if you don't like my opinions, don't worry, you won't have to hear them anymore. I ain't gonna brag. But if you do enjoy my opinions, well, at least you know them now. So there's a win to both sides of the coin, even if that coin is slightly misshapen and it's a penny, which is it actually costs more to make a penny than a penny actually costs. Interesting. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.